What's up, yo? Big Cat 305 here. Tonight we're gonna be making fried mac and cheese on the Blackstone. Let's do it.
Red one.
I'm ready to do whatever if you take me away.
Naya.
Suavemente, bésame.
Mohammed.
I can do whatever if I take you away.
Mr. Worldwide. It's like deja vu, baby. Darling.
I know the craving.
So we're gonna cook our elbow noodles first. I'm gonna follow the directions here. Basically, heat up the water to a boil. Large elbows. Drop them in and give them a stir. We're gonna add some salt, a little bit of salt just to give it some flavor, as well as some either olive oil or in this case avocado oil, about 2 tablespoons full so it doesn't stick. And we're gonna give it a nice little mix. So about 10 minutes is fully cooked. So we want to cook these at about 8, which is al dente. And we want to do this to make sure that the noodles hold up for the entire process. We are at the 8-minute mark, and this is what they should look like. Not soft or mushy at all. They're holding their shape nicely, but they're definitely not hard. This is the perfect noodle. Now it's time to add the cheeses. We've got 4 different cheeses here. So we already added a couple tablespoons of butter. We're going to put a cup of Monterey Jack, which is 8 ounces. We're going to put also a cup of mozzarella. This is all pretty finely shredded cheese. And we're going to add a cup of mild cheddar. And finally, about a 1/3 cup of freshly grated Parmesan. And then we're going to mix this up. You want to make sure the pasta is still really hot when you do this so the cheese starts melting. You want to add that cheese as soon as you drain the pasta and put it back in the pan. And you can see it's already starting to melt as we mix. Next up, we're going to add some half and half. Start off with about a 1/2 cup. This is going to allow you to mix it up really good and get the cheese sauce nice and creamy. So you want to mix it good together and get those cheeses nice and mixed. I did turn the heat back on. I turned it off for a while, but if it gets too cold, forget about it. It's going to be really tough to stir. And then next also we're going to add our seasoning, salt, pepper, and garlic. So we continue to stir our mac and cheese. And I don't know if you noticed, but I switched to a metal spoon. The plastic spoon was bending. There was so much cheese and it was getting so thick that it was actually bending, so I had to switch. So we're going to add some more half and half and continue to stir. And there is so much cheese in here. It is absolutely incredible. So keep stirring it up, keep working it, and you can see the noodles are holding up though. If we cook these noodles fully through, they would be just mush by now, but they continue to keep their shape. We are almost there. The rest of the half and half, so that's a full cup, and a half a cup of Japanese Panko breadcrumbs. This is going to help bring everything together. So you want to mix that in really well, and the half and half is going to make it nice and creamy, and the Panko breadcrumbs is going to help us get that crispy crust on the outside once we fry it. So one more mix, and this is what it looks like before you put it on the fryer. Finally, out to the Blackstone. We're going to add our canola oil, and do not be bashful with this because this is fried macaroni and cheese, not baked. So we want it to taste fried. It's not deep fried, so it's still a lot less oil, but you want to make sure you have enough oil down where it's not going to stick, because we're going to have that heat on high, which it is. Now we're going to add some butter for our flavor. And we're going to add about 4 tablespoons. We're going to cook a lot of macaroni and cheese here, so 4 tablespoons is just about the right amount. So we eyeball 4 tablespoons and then mix it up and spread it nice and even across the Blackstone. And you can see how hot this grill is. Once we get them down there, it's not going to take that long. So we've slopped down our mac and cheese, which is the perfect consistency to fry. We're not even going to do the whole pan. We're just going to do half. And you can see how much mac and cheese it is, and you can hear that sizzle. This is exactly what we're looking for here. So the mac and cheese is sizzling. It's literally only been down for about, I'd say, a minute, maybe a minute and a half, and you got to be careful because cheese burns quick. And we don't want it burnt, we want it fried, but we definitely want it nice and brown. So after about a minute and a half, 2 minutes, and you can see the outer edge is starting to get brown, that's when you want to check it. But a nice little close-up first. And time to turn and look at the color. Absolutely outstanding. Not burnt, just blackened a little bit. We'll call it that. But that's what you're looking for. You want it nice and crispy. That looks absolutely delicious. So again, don't let it sit too long. We keep turning. Keep working it, and it will be ready probably about 3 to 4 minutes, maybe 5 total. You want to keep working it depending on the temperature. I have it on high because you want that brown color. But it's ready before you put it on. We're just basically frying it up to give it some flavor. So we're about almost done here. So when it gets closer to being done, you want to flip it around a little bit, make sure it's nice and browned evenly, and this looks absolutely outstanding. And that's it. We take our final bit of mac and cheese off, and we're gonna go give it a taste. Woo-wee! We got some fried mac and cheese. We're talking comfort food on top of comfort food. You got your mac and cheese, which is definitely comfort food, and then you fry it up in some butter. Oh my God, double comfort food. And it looks ridiculous. Let's give it a shot. Big old piece. Man, I have not had this in years. Probably because it's a little on the fattening side, but oh my God, it tastes so good. The Panko breadcrumbs just bring everything together, and all the different cheeses, and of course the butter and the fried, and a little bit of blackened. The flavor is just out of control. You got to give it a shot. Thanks for watching, everybody. Please continue. Subscribe, like, comment, hit that notification bell, and we'll keep on cooking. Big Cat out.